What's going on, YouTube? In this dose, we're going to be reacting to some idiot on TikTok who said that men should never approach women. But before we react to it, y'all already know the drill. Like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, share the content with your family, friends, colleagues, and peers so that they can ingest the Q pill as well. Let's get a dose of this shit. Everybody and their mom wants to give dating advice on social media. Everyone's trying to go viral, but the problem is the majority of people, I'd say about 99% of people who are online trying to give dating advice have no fucking idea what they're talking about. Why? Because they don't understand human psychology. They don't understand why humans do what they do. They don't understand the neurophysiology of the human brain, motivation, what causes us to do what, why we behave the way that we do. And when you understand that they don't know these things, then you get stupid ass takes like this one that I'm about to show you guys. This individual, he seems to be young, said that men should never approach women. The word never. Men should never approach women because, well, according to him, if a woman really likes you, she's going to somehow puck up the courage that women have not had. She's going to somehow take on the risk that women normally don't do. And in his words, select you like a Pokemon. I choose you. So let's take a look at the clip and hear this guy out and see exactly why he came to the dumbass conclusion that he did, saying that men should never approach women.
Am I the only guy that will never walk up to a woman? I don't care how beautiful she is. I will never walk up to a woman, bro. It has nothing to do with anxiety or I'm nervous or I think she's better than me. I feel like it's so stupid. Like, if a woman actually really likes you and she's seen what she likes, she will walk up to you. She will do something to get your attention. You walking up to a woman, yeah, okay, it teaches you how to handle rejection. But, like, I feel like you save yourself so much time and stupidity if you let the woman choose. Let her choose. Like, I see all these videos of these guys walking up to girls in the mall and the girls are totally rejecting them. And I feel so embarrassed for them, bro, because, like, yo, if you actually dedicate your time, level up your life, level up all the things in your life, and become a little better human, you feel me? She will pick you. A woman would have to pick you, bro. A woman will have to pick you. Do not believe this advice that you hear all these coaches, oh, walk up to women, oh, walk up to women. I don't believe in it. I don't believe in it. If she likes me, trust me, she gonna see me across the room, and she's gonna be like, hey, Pokemon, I choose you. Hell no.
If she like you, she gonna see you across the room and be like, Pokemon, I choose you. Never walk up to women, bro. Where the fuck are all these idiots coming from? Where are all these idiots coming from? Now, I'll give him a pass because he seems young. But typically, if you're going to listen to a man give some advice on women, you want them to get women as well. Because you want to see what they're talking about, if it actually applies and if it works in reality. This guy has 100,000 views on this video. He follows 300 something profiles and only has about 290 followers. He didn't even gain any followers from this video. And y'all know women aren't approaching him. His attitude alone, the way he talks, women aren't approaching him. His perception, his reasoning is he's seen a lot of videos of men approaching women and them getting rejected. Now, he's not entirely wrong. If you're somebody, if you've built yourself up, if you're a man of status and prestige, women will approach you. They're going to recognize you from somewhere, or they like what they see. They're going to send you some kind of choosing signal. But that's where it stops. Most of you guys are not going to be Chris Brown. Most of you guys are not going to be Drake. Most of you guys are not going to be a guy where women know who you are, and when they see you, they go, oh my God, that's such and such. And they're just filled with sexual arousal and approach you. That's not the typical woman. Only 3 types of women will approach a man. A woman who's desperate, a woman who's less attractive than you are, and a short-term mate. I'll say that again. only 3 types of women will approach you: a woman who's desperate, a woman who's less attractive than you are, and a short-term mate, meaning a woman who's only going to be good for 1 or maybe 2 nights. You're not going to want to commit to her. Who's the gatekeeper of commitment? Who's the sex who has higher testosterone levels? Who's the sex who takes more risks? Who's the sex who's more charismatic? Who's the sex who's more confident? Who's more humorous? And why do women find charisma, confidence, and risk-taking behavior attractive? And in what other way would you be able to demonstrate these qualities to women outside of approaching her? There's a reason women don't approach men. Most women do not have the T levels that motivates sexual pursuit. Most women do not have the confidence because women have a higher fear of rejection, and they're also intrinsically conditioned to not approach men because men typically, as I said, have the higher T levels, which motivates them to pursue women out of sexual interest. And they also aren't as big of risk takers as men are because women don't have the T levels which induce risk taking. And as a guy, when you see a woman and a woman is dressed modestly, she's not that experienced, she doesn't party or club, she wants to be a wife, all the qualities that men find desirable in long-term mates in women, those women typically are not going to initiate. They're inexperienced. They're green. They've never had to do it. There was never any reason for them to do it. They're shy. Those are the women that you actually have to pursue. Those are the women that you end up asking to be your girlfriend and your wives. She's not overly aggressive. She's not just putting it out there. And best believe, if she's not just putting it out there with you, she's not doing it with other guys. Whereas if a woman is approaching you typically and she's being sexually aggressive or overt, you're not the only guy that she's doing that to. That's her style. She's extroverted and therefore likely more promiscuous. I hate hearing stupid advice. If you don't approach women, you aren't going to get women. Do you know why? Because the number one predictor of how successful men are with women is extroversion. Their willingness to take risks, engage women, approach them. That's how you get women. In order to get women, you have to approach women. This idea that you're going to become a high value guy and you're going to be cream of the crop, top of the hierarchy, and women are just going to be throwing themselves at you is not the reality for 99% of men. You're going to absolutely have to approach women. You're going to have to learn some game. You're going to have to learn some charisma. You're going to have to develop a sense of humor, some wit, some creativity, and that's going to have to be exercised and developed through you actually putting it into practice and approaching women in real life. There's no way around it. If you do not approach women, you will not be successful with women. If you do not approach women, you will not get the woman that you want. If you think you just can sit around and wait on women to come to you and you're not famous, you are fucking delusional as a man. If you think that you can just sit around and wait on women to come to you and you are not famous, you are fucking delusional. Especially if you're looking for a long-term mate. Now, if you're just interested in quick flings, casual hookups, one-night stands, then that's different. But if you're talking about you want a woman worth a damn, you want a high-quality woman that you want to actually vet and hopefully develop something long-term with, that's probably going to be a woman you have to pursue. That's probably going to be a woman that you have to initiate with. A woman that you have to step to. Because women worth long-term commitment aren't women who approach men. In the eyes of the men, speaking about the women that we want, the women that we would like to commit to, they're not approaching you. They're the sweet little meek, shy women that you have to approach. And that's in essence what makes them attractive. Especially if you become a guy who women are constantly fawning over and being groupies over. You get used to that and you realize those women only like you because of your money or who you are. You know you can't settle down with those women. You take a liking to the woman who behaves in a way that you're not used to, the woman who doesn't throw herself at you. And guys who get women will actually tell you this. Those become the more attractive women, and those be the type of women that those men actually end up committing to. You have to approach women. It signifies confidence. It signifies leadership. It signifies assertiveness, which are all things women are attracted to. And you learn to develop the skills that are necessary to be more charismatic and more seductive when it comes to dealing with women. Y'all stop listening to these idiots on the internet, man. They're gonna cause y'all to fail catastrophically in the realm of dating. They're not even successful women. Most of the guys who say anything about how to get women are not even successful with women themselves. They're not. How the hell are you gonna tell everybody else how to move with women and you aren't even successful with women? You're not even desired by women. You're not even attractive to women. But you're telling everybody else how to move? Yes, you have to approach women. That's what makes us men. That's how you get your pride and ego boost. Rejection builds character as a man, and it builds charisma. It builds confidence. You learn the do's and don'ts, what you should and shouldn't say, how you should say something, how you shouldn't say something. A woman is only going to send you choosing signals. If she likes you, she'll look at you, she'll give you the smirk, she'll put herself around you in close proximity to you, and she'll wait for you to approach. She plants the seed by behavioral cues. You have to water it by actually going up to her. The reason men fail approaching women in public places and random settings in embarrassing ways is because they approach women who did not send them choosing signals. Those women never indicated that they had any attraction or romantic interest in those men. That's not a cold approach. That's a dead approach. There was no spark there to begin with. Once a woman sends you a choosing signal, once she looks your way, once she puts herself in close proximity to you, she might even say something that's not overtly stating that she's attracted to you. She might say, "Oh, that coffee is good. Are you shopping for a family member? This product is a good product." But that's the most women who you would typically find is either attractive long term and worth commitment will do. They're not going to approach you like desperate women. They're not going to approach you like women in a bar who are looking for a quick fuck and who do that often and have high body counts. And they're not going to do that like women who perceive you to be as more attractive than they are. Stop listening to internet morons. You have to absolutely approach women if you want to be with women. That is the method with the highest probability that you will secure women every now and then by approaching them. I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll catch you guys on the next dose of Q Pill. I'm Suave Q, aka the Q Pill. Over and out.